been drumming up for over a year now, thinking about characters, homebrewing subclasses, and just dying to be at a table together again. So we'll be posting our videos at 7 p.m. every Monday night, save some holidays and breaks. But if you haven't watched our teaser video yet for this campaign, you may want to hop there first. We cover some lore and introduce these players and the characters that we have at the table, so don't miss out on that. Our table is also a little mixed in experience. Some folks have tried out a couple of characters in their time, and others are playing their second or third, so we have a great mix, and I may lean a lot towards over-explaining rules. We will be asking questions and interacting to better understand and make sure we're all doing everything correctly for our sake and for yours. So if you have questions or anything like that, hopefully we'll be able to answer them while we're playing so that we can explain things while we're doing it. We've been dying to roll some dice too, so let me just keep moving through. The next thing I want to do is just walk through some thank yous. I deeply need to thank some folks for their wisdom, guidance, a lot of assistance and support for our efforts to get this studio, this room, equipment, writing, and encouragement. So many things that made starting this an actual possibility. So first, I'm going to start off and thank my family, a lot of people who've been at my side a lot through life and everything that I do. A good friend of mine named Kit, who has helped me with encouragement and writing and a ton of support for years for Dungeons & Dragons stuff specifically. Soon you will see a really awesome box with lighting and felt and amazing accessories to help us out at the table, who was built by a good friend named Tyler. An amazing set of 5 people, Jacob, Zach, Aaron, Nate, and Tana. You 5 are dear friends of mine. I never would have gotten into D&D or loved it nearly as much as I do if it weren't for you folks, so thanks for being in my life. Michael, I feel like you were my biggest fan. I feel like you've helped me accomplish the impossible here, so thank you for that. And also Cassandra, who will be at our table, who's been at my back with this, dedicating a room of our house to this and finances, listening to my ideas, even though she's rolling her eyes. Thankful to have you as my helper, partner, and wife, and all things. And lastly, this group. There will be 6 people at this table. I appreciate all of your dedication, excitement into making this campaign all that it is and all that it will be. So with that, let's go ahead and get into some rolling. And oh my gosh, that whole thing was done with y'all on camera.
You weren't on camera at all?
I was, but it was also y'all, so you were making hand gestures and doing your whole thing.
I did see my
I really thought it was not on camera.
Cassandra did a little peace sign though.
That's
Can Steven just make us all
I mean, I can just
stars or
make little
something?
logos over the other boxes if that's fine.
Steven can just put sensors over all of our faces.
Yeah.
I'm not going to re-record it. We're going to keep it.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, if Tim looks too horrible at any point, know that you can cover him up.
I mean, like right now.
Single camera view.
Can you
right?
just-
Where it's just one frame?
There is a
I can just
single
put
camera.
that over it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Can you just logo it?
Steven, no, I want to see Cassandra's.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you
maybe
mentioned
it'll look
Sarah.
great. Maybe it'll look just fine.
So the fact that someone's doing double birdies the whole time is not okay.
I really was so confused on how to change my character. It just says view on website, not edit on website.
It does?
Mine says
You can
edit.
open up the 3 little lines in the top right corner and say manage, and it has a whole Inville image, and that's how you can edit.
I don't have that.
Tim, you have to press the unlock
Different
button.
interface. And Andrew's gonna have pregnant man emojis soon, so that's exciting.
You have to type in your password.
You press
Why?
the 3 little
What?
the 3
Why?
little what?
All right, we're going to keep this on track. Hopefully we have usable stuff and Tim didn't ruin it all.
Dang.
Which I also take all of the burden for not setting the
You
camera.
really thought it wasn't on camera.
Yeah. All right. So, the way that we're going to do stats.
Shh, stop.
Okay. So, the way that we're going to do stats is very different. It's something that I drew up for this campaign, so I thought it would be fun and a really interesting way to get things started. So, instead of all of us rolling our own stats and picking it, I'm going to have us all roll the set of 6 stats we would be using. That's going to create a full pool of 36 stats. And then I'm going to have us like draft pick who gets what stats from that list. So we will have the whole list of 36 from highest to lowest. I'll have a piece of paper that y'all can see to show like what numbers you have to pick from. And after we figure out what all the spread is, we'll get to like talk a bit and strategize or decide if you're going to work together to do that, or if you're just going to pick the highest number when it's your turn, or whatever that looks like. So if y'all would all roll a d20 for me into the table, we'll see who is rolling first. So just throw them in, no die is yours. Clonk, 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 clonk. All right.
Is that metal?
Who rolled highest?
I think
I think
Steven.
Steven.
Okay.
Oh.
What you got? 19?
No, this is me.
Oh, who's this?
Oh.
Who's
You?
that?
That's me.
You?
I rolled a critical 1.
Nice.
Rachel is first. All right. And then who's after her?
I think me.
All
I'm
right.
at 16.
Yeah. Sally. After Sally.
I had 13.
13. Joey. Who's next?
I had a 6.
Cassandra.
I'm lower than the 6.
I was at
Okay.
5.
6 and 5.
Okay.
We did not do great.
I was at
Tim and
5.
Steven?
Yep.
Okay. This really doesn't matter. It's just the order of people are going to
Yeah,
roll.
guys.
But Rachel, I have 4d6 there at the center of the table. Or if you have your own, you can use those too. What you're going to do is roll that, and then we're going to take the highest 3 from those 4,
Okay.
and that's going to be one of the stats that we can use, and you're going to do that 6 times. So go ahead and just roll
Roll
once.
6 times.
Yes,
Okay.
but let's find out your number. Go ahead and roll that once,
Should I use the tower?
however you want to do it.
Ooh.
Right.
Dang. Terrible.
Nice.
Go ahead.
That can't any worse, actually.
Well, you got 6.
Oh, it could be much worse.
Yeah.
3 is the
Okay.
lowest that you can get, but you got a 9. All right, go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
A 9?
You're
Make some tower and no tower.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, that's a 6.
Nice.
So add the top 3 together.
5, 5, and 4, so 14.
All right, keep going.
I'm not gonna do the math. I'm not gonna do the math right away.
Oh dear.
Oh, is that an 8?
8. Yeah.
Okay.
12.
Okay. I gotta trust y'all. I can see Joey's nodding.
Joey's
I'm not
pretty
keeping
Double
track
checking.
of how many
I'm not even
times.
doing
I got you. That's
Okay.
4.
Alright, I'm gonna
2 more.
try this guy again.
Throwing the tower in there. Oh,
That was
oh,
bad.
okay.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, better.
12.
Okay. One more.
Use tower again. Oh, pretty good. Yeah, 13.
Okay. So that's 6 added to the pool. We have a 14, 13, 2 12s, a 9, and an 8. So normally those would be your stats. You would just get those. But instead, we're going to keep adding to that list, and y'all can pick from that list. So next is Sally.
I'm not happy with this.
Yeah, well, you might not get them.
Where'd the other one go?
12,
Dang.
14.
14. All
Huh?
right.
That was. Oh, it was.
It was a 2 and it rolled over. 16.
Whoa.
Thanks, Joey.
Nice.
Okay, I will.
Okay. You twisted my arm.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Let's see some
7.
ones.
7.
A 7. That's our lowest so far, too. Sally bringing the top
That was
and the
so
bottom.
low. I'll take
I'm gonna try
one.
this guy.
10?
10.
No, 12.
It was 4, 4, 2.
2.
Oh, you only had the top.
You only,
Nice, sorry.
yeah.
Tim's got
Yeah,
Tim, you just start paying attention.
He's trying to figure out his
Trying to figure out
computer of
15.
like,
Can't find that
15.
Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
how many more do I have to do?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more.
Okay.
Wow. 15.
15.
All
Holy
right.
crap.
Too bad you don't get to.
Thank
just
you,
have that.
Sally.
Sally doing work for the team. Joey, you're up.
I will take the 7 anyway. Ugh. A million. 15.
15. We got 3 15s on the board.
1. 13.
13.
I feel like we're rolling pretty well.
Hmm.
Don't jinx it.
11.
Thanks for talking.
1.
Oh, minus this time.
10.
Ooh, 10.
Not bad.
4. Oh, 7. 5. One more.
One more.
Oh, not bad. 12.
12. Okay, that brings us to, we have a 16, 3 15s, 2 14s, 2 13s, 3 12s, an 11, 2 10s, a 9 and 8, and 2 7s.
Hey.
After Joey is Cassandra.
Nice.
Go, go.
Ooh.
13.
13.
Ooh, not good. 9,
Okay.
right?
bringing the stats down. Okay.
11.
Okay. 11.
No, you're good. You're right at the average.
Not good.
I haven't done it.
You're perfectly
Okay. 16.
16.
Our average again.
10.
10.
Last one.
I think so.
Who knows? Wow. 15.
Yeah.
15.
15. All right.
Oh.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yep. Next is Tim.
How many times?
Do you want the
6.
power closer?
No.
Good.
I don't need it.
9.
Nice.
9.
That's a good start.
5.
Oh my god.
3 and 2 ones.
All right.
Y'all give me that stat.
Wow, okay.
14.
Not bad.
We have a 5, everyone.
15.
Terrible. That was good.
What a range.
12.
12.
How many more?
Yes, I get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
One more.
29 more.
Yes. One more.
One more.
I should mark how many times y'all have rolled.
10.
10. Okay, all right.
And 10.
And Steven.
You got it, Steven.
Steven.
All 5s. Oh,
You're welcome.
my body.
All right, that's
Whoa.
15.
Nice.
Not to 15.
That's 10.
10.
Oh,
7.
7.
We rolled a 5. Whoa. 16.
2 more.
Okay. Get 18. 18.
No, 8.
8.
Well, part of that.
Yeah. Let's get that team.
What it's about.
18.
Ooh.
That says 8. Another 8.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no 17s or 18s, which are the 2 highest, but we've got a good spread. So we're going to re-roll d20s to reset initiative for how we're going to do this draft order. I'll write down our draft order. And I'll let you all discuss if you want, and I'll have the numbers out so you can do all that. I'm going to add to this as well the lowest 6 numbers, which is a 5, 3 of the 7s, and 2 8s. I'm going to add a little bonus thing to those. If you take them, it will come with a little gift. And each of them will be different. So that's part of it too. Go ahead and roll 20s and see where we end up.
Hey.
Oh, did I hit yours?
Your boy.
Also in
I don't know what yours was before.
I got
I
a
don't
20.
either.
Oh, well.
Matt.
Whoa.
Oh, Joey was the juice.
I got
Just
15.
want to let you know I got a 20. Crap. I don't know what I want.
Should Rachel roll again because mine hit hers and changed it, and we don't know what it was the first time, or do we
Whatever it
just
is
go
now.
with? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sally.
You're welcome. Sorry, it could have been a D20 for all I know.
Well, that's
Was
pretty
it?
good. I have no idea. I didn't see it.
It's 15
So
though.
Joey's
yeah, I'll
highest
take
at
that.
20. Who's next to 20?
I have 15.
Okay.
So don't beat
That was
that.
like after Sally hit it.
Group
Okay.
consensus.
After Rachel.
Me, I have 14.
Okay.
If it would have made like 2, Joey would have kept it.
And then the tie at 9s.
No, I had 11.
Okay.
11 and then
Bring it out there.
So just for you two, both of you re-roll to see which one of you will go first.
11.
7.
Okay.
7-Eleven.
Dan, can you go through and give us a quick just overview of each one stat real quick?
Yeah,
Just so we
absolutely.
know as
So,
we're talking.
yeah, you'll be adding these stats, whichever you pick, to strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. That might mean something different to each one of your classes. So if you're playing a ranger, wisdom is really important because it affects your spells that you cast. And then constitution will always affect all of y'all's max health. Strength is, of course, your ability to break things, do things, athletic, whatnot. Dexterity affects armor class for everybody. It's your ability to kind of get out of the way of receiving damage. And then wisdom is also your ability to like take in the things around you. Intelligence will be anything you've studied, religion, history, some aspects of investigating things around you, relying more on your mind for that. Charisma, of course, your ability to lie, your ability to also persuade people to do things. If you're a bard, that affects your spells. And so each of your classes have some main stats. You being an artificer is intelligence. But then also, if you want your constitution so you don't die, your strength so that if you want to do strengthy things, dexterity helps keep you out of getting hit.
We're not adding them. We're deciding the total number, right?
Right now, you'll be picking the 6 numbers you will assign.
Assign.
Yeah. So.
And that will change the current totals on there?
Yes. As everyone's current totals are just saved at 10.
So those are like
We won't add it to
placeholders.
10.
No, it'll
instead of-
replace
okay,
it.
So it's like we're not doing 26.
No,
What if
no.
one of my totals is 12 and one is 11?
Its base is 10, and then because of your race, you got some bonuses to that. So you'll automatically have those added to the number you put in.
Uh-huh.
So if you see something that's 12, know whatever number you put in will
Yeah.
get at 2 added to it.
Okay. Well, what did we roll for before in our one-on-ones?
Some backstory stuff.
Gotcha,
It helped
okay.
me determine how the world reacted to
I was
different
trying
things.
to remember earlier because I was like, Julie, we rolled for our stats already. And
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't. And I was like,
Nice.
Okay, so y'all can look at that and think and talk through
Okay.
a couple minutes worth of knowing.
Ton of it.
Joey's gonna go first, then Rachel, then Sally, then Cassandra, then Steven, then Tim. Then we're gonna reverse snake it. Tim, you'll get to go again. Then Steven, Cassandra, Sally, Rachel, Joey, and we're gonna up and down the list. So Tim, when it comes to you, you'll get to pick 2 numbers.
So there are 12 total of 16, 14, and 15. So if we wanted to do it fairly, we could say that like make sure everybody gets at least one of those 2.
but shouldn't we do it strategically based
Well,
on...
if we wanted to, and then we could strategy out the rest.
I don't even know you yet. I'm probably.
I would say
I don't
so.
even know you.
He does not trust you.
This is a big brother.
My character is very much like a mental and less of a physical, so I am more than happy with claiming that 5 to be my strength because I was already intending
Whoa,
for that.
we don't.
You're just
care what
trying to
you
get
said
that
for.
prize.
Huh?
We're all
You're
gonna
trying to get
pick
that
3
prize.
good ones and 3 bad. We're all gonna end up with like 3 good ones, 3 bad ones.
No, but I mean, like, if anyone else has like a trait, like I know for my character,
I
it
also
makes sense
rolled
for
the
strength to not be good.
So if you want me to take the 5 because I rolled it,
Do you have a trait that you think your character it makes sense for them to not be good at it?
probably charisma.
Story wise,
Sure.
Aww.
yeah, that makes no.
Hey,
I get it.
hey.
I'm
I've had a character like that. I wanted to really look.
Sure.
Would be my guess.
Yeah, you can have. You guys can have.
I like what Tim was saying about making sure we all get one of the mid-range ones.
I think that's just
Feel
gonna
good
happen.
about that?
The 12, 13,
Yeah.
14, or the 15
It's
and
just
16?
gonna happen.
Here's the thing. This is what's going to happen. We're going to have a nice conversation about it. Joey's going to go and throw everything we said out the window
I'm gonna pick
because
6.
he's
What do you
going
mean?
first. He's going to pick 6 numbers that he wants.
Is
So
this
there's
No, I
not
pick
really...
No, we're going
Yeah,
to
we
be
pick
like
this
1, 1, 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick
I mean,
16, and then
sure.
someone's gonna pick
Does
16.
who on the table uses spells like a lot for their?
I do.
Yeah, a bunch. It,
I mean-
it doesn't matter. It's just a number. We don't even assign it yet.
But it's helpful. I mean, it's helpful. Higher numbers are helpful for your magic.
But
So I
there's
would
no,
just say.
there's no point in some of us having a bunch
Yeah.
of 15s if we're gonna put it.
I mean, it just isn't fun to have a bunch of spells that never work because you're.
Because you don't have enough
Speaking from
for it.
experience.
Maybe. No, so I'm just saying, like, I think for the sake of like long-term enjoyability,
Yeah.
the highest numbers going to people who need it for magic.
Well, there are like what 9? There are 9. There are 3 16s and 6 15s. So I think everyone's gonna get something
So I would
high
say,
for
I
their
mean,
best
you
thing.
3 are the ones that raise your
Fine.
hands for magic. So
Yeah.
I mean, 16, 16, 16.
What
Right?
do we do differently?
What?
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna pick 16. And I'm going first.
Joey is only worried about himself and no one else.
We level up later. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I also have a stat that could take the 5
No, that's important.
charisma.
Wow. Everyone's...
So, well, since I'm a magic user,
Who's gonna be good at talking?
what if I took
No one.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm still listening.
what if I took the top one and then the 5? Since I'm a magic user.
I'm
I don't get it.
Well, because we said have the high stat.
No,
and
what Joey doesn't get is he doesn't understand why you would willingly.
You
choose.
pick the 5 on your turn. You pick the 5. Fine. I don't get it.
oh, that's true. No one's
We're not deciding what you're gonna have. You decide what you're gonna have.
Well, I thought we were strategizing as a group.
Yeah, Joe,
Yeah,
we
that's
were
fine.
trying to strategize as a group and you
Definitely.
decided you didn't want to do that.
I'm not
That's
gonna pick
what
the
happened.
5, which is fine. If you want the 5, you get the 5.
You might get the 5 if we all leave it.
I'll probably pick another low one.
So you'll
I
be
want the
last,
things.
Hey, wait a second. Is the first session just us picking these numbers?
Gotcha.
For 4 hours.
A minute.
When do we start?
If
They
no
said
one
I
chooses
couldn't
the
do
5,
it.
Joey will be left with.
I also have have to know, Joey, are you picking numbers right now? Are you planning on picking numbers based on your character or you as how you want to play? Because I need to know if this is how Misery acts or is this how Joey acts.
Do you want me to tell you what I'm going to do?
Please.
I'm going to pick the highest number for the thing that I want, the second highest number whenever it comes to me for the second thing that I want, and then the rest I really don't care about.
Okay. Is that because that's what you would do, or is that because that's what Misery would do?
Because what I would do. I think on the third one, I'll probably pick a low one for one of these cool bonuses. Because there's a couple throwaway
Okay.
If you pick 5s or 7s,
abilities
it's
I don't need about.
5, 7,
Yeah, which one's 7?
Do the bonuses increase
yeah,
based on the lowness of the stat?
Yeah, it's 5 the best one.
We don't know.
Well, you know.
You know.
Correct. Also correct. The bonuses
You're not going to tell us.
there's one bonus in the 5, there's 3 bonuses for the first 3 7s, and that, or only 3 7s, and then the first 2 8s. So whoever picks the last 8 will not get a bonus. That's the first 2 8s.
That makes sense.
I feel like picking the... Oh, yeah.
Because you got
Yeah.
stuck.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It is time to start.
We
no more
have a timer.
No more discussion at all. All I want to hear is the number you're picking. Joey, you are up.
Oh my gosh.
16.
All right. Joey picks a 16.
Kill it.
Rachel,
Are you writing down? Okay.
I'm writing
Kill
down the
the
stats
circle.
y'all are taking.
Oh, he's.
I'm just gonna.
Let me assign them later.
Yes.
Okay. And
I want the 5.
All right. Rachel out of the
First?
gate takes the 5.
Did you do circles so I could color them in?
Rachel, the thing that you receive is
Oh, we all find out together?
yes.
I'm stupid.
You and I will get to talk outside of game, and we will design a magic item together that will eventually make its way into your hands, but it will be out in the world somewhere.
Okay.
Now that's what I call a cool bonus.
That's a bonus fit for a 5.
Sally.
I'm gonna take a 16.
Okay.
Nice.
Cassandra.
One more 16.
I was not one of the people that said I will take a 15.
15. Steven.
I'm gonna pick a 7.
I'm very confused.
You're going to take a 7?
Yeah, and we're just privately adding to what we want to, basically, right now. So
What's that?
we're privately just adding these to the thing we want to add it to.
Yes. Yeah. But
Oh.
I'm also writing down.
Okay, I'm waiting to
Reference
get-
it.
Yeah, I need all of them.
Yeah.
Can I see what?
Oh my gosh.
Steven, for picking a 7, wherever your character is right now, and I'll throw this into the introduction that you get. Your character finds a bag containing 25 silver. You'll start with 25 silver. Fast.
Hey! Okay, it's not.
Tim, pick 2 numbers.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a 16 and a 15.
Of course.
Wow, genius.
And then Steven.
And you don't even need it.
I got magic too.
Steven, you're up again.
Okay,
Just for magic. 16 and 15.
No, it's
you did a 16. 16, 15. I'm gonna do a 15.
Okay. Cassandra.
I'll do a 14.
Okay. Sally.
Make sure Rachel gets her 15.
Give me a 7.
Sally gets a
I
7.
know, I can watch
With that 7, Sally, this specific 7, the stat that you have, you can increase it up to 2 points to make it up and bump it up to a 9.
Ooh.
But to do that, you would have to take 1 or 2, depending on how much you do. You have to move it from other stats
That's
really
once you
good,
get all your
actually.
6. So once you look at them, you can we'll talk and see if you want to do that. Let me write down.
You have
what
one you
get
don't really care about.
Right.
Need to be more.
I feel like we're all gonna be really low, Chris. Yeah, why'd you be like just super rude.
After Sally is Rachel.
Oh no, don't worry.
I'm not taking computers
You're
for a long
picking
time,
16.
so I was thinking I must have too high.
There's a couple 15s left.
What
somehow.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a
Rachel,
lot
you
of
gotta
nines
get
first.
one of your 15s because your 16 was taken.
Aw.
Wait, this one isn't available?
No, this is.
No,
Oh,
Tim
they're all
took
nice.
it.
Okay, I'll get
3
15 then.
15s left.
Tim took it, even though we
do you think?
specifically talked about you being able to take it.
Rachel.
I have
15.
magic too.
And Joey.
What are you?
No,
I'm gonna take a 15
Okay.
and then another one.
Yeah, you will get to go again.
I guess another 15. I don't know.
Wow.
Actually, hold on.
You better do a good job, Joey.
No, I don't want to carry the party.
Too much pressure, give it back.
Give me an 8.
An 8.
Going
Okay.
with the 5 now.
At this point, I will say
I said I would do my third one though.
that you can choose, this goes for all numbers, you can choose to re-roll 4d6 and take the lowest, and you would have to keep the new roll. Or this is for all numbers, not your thing. So
Okay.
with this 8, you can actually choose. You can just re-roll and take what you re-roll instead of the 8. You have a chance to get higher, or you can just keep the 8 and get the benefits associated.
If I roll higher, I don't get the bonus.
Correct.
No, I pick the 8 for the bonus. So.
Wait, everyone can do that? Or just Joey?
I don't know.
You get a D12 inspiration die, so you can roll that and add it to any roll at any point, except for damage. So you just kind of get that.
I
throughout the
already
game.
have inspiration. Okay.
But it's not a D12.
Yeah, that's
You
a big
already
boy.
have an
That's a
inspiration dice?
big boys. No. I can give them.
Look
But
at you, little
they're
Bardy.
D6s.
Rachel.
Bardy bard.
D12.
Sing us up.
I guess I should take 14. That's not crazy.
14.
There's a 15 left.
There's
Oh.
15 left.
I don't want to make anyone mad.
There's one.
Rachel.
This is the weirdest party.
15.
Sally.
Why'd you make me mad just now?
Sandra's character is because it's obviously like the nicest thing in the entire universe.
Give me the other 8.
Okay. Would you like to?
I feel like we're the two extremes, like super asshole.
Joey's not. Joey's
I wasn't into them.
taken.
What's wrong with me?
I want the 8. What?
Would you like to re-roll and see if you roll higher,
No.
or just keep it? Okay.
Absolutely not.
There's a 7
We
left.
have a 7, so 1 7 left, and this is the last 8. For the last 8,
The last 8 with a bonus.
you also you get a D20 inspiration that you can add.
Whoa.
Wow!
Sick.
So with that too, if you roll like a 14 in something, and you're like, ooh, I don't know if that's gonna pass, and you roll a D20, you get like a 20 on it. That's a 34. Like you get to add the full whatever you roll to that.
Can I ask a technical question?
Wow.
Are the inspiration dice exhaustible, or they like when you rest you get them back, or
No, it's just the one-time use.
okay?
Oh.
Yeah.
For the whole campaign?
Yeah. You get to use this. You get to, specifically for these types of inspiration die. If I give you an inspiration die,
Yeah.
whatever size it is,
Here
No, that
I
makes
am.
sense.
you can use that one time.
Here
and
I'm
it's gone.
thinking that I'm indefeatable.
Indefeatable.
I add this to all of my rolls
Undefeatable.
always.
It's something I will never get.
Anti-defeating.
I'll have another 14, please.
Yeah, you do that.
Steven.
Steven's gonna take
Do it.
11.
11.
Oh.
All right.
No, that has
Very
no,
great.
there's no
Timothy?
point in that.
I'm gonna do a 14,
A 14. All right.
and I'll do the final 7.
All right. Would you like to re-roll to see if you get higher, or take?
No,
the
I
thing?
want to see what happens.
You get. We're gonna add a feat to your character.
Oh!
A what?
A
That's
feat?
one.
Feet?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. There are,
Oh. I was like,
your character grows like.
you get an extra foot?
It's walking speed triple.
Yes.
We're at all levels.
Steven.
13.
13.
Wait, later.
Geniuses.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
make 12.
Cassandra.
Oh,
Well, it's hard to predict.
Oh yeah, she might pick up another
should
chance.
I take a 13? I don't know.
What do you mean you
I
don't
also,
know?
I also don't want to make anyone mad.
No one's gonna be mad at you.
I'll be mad if you don't take a 13.
Yeah,
I'll take a
actually,
13.
I've been mad at you for not taking the highest thing.
Sally.
Should have said
Jeez.
These dudes.
You want to be
I have a lot of high numbers.
What does everyone have so far?
Like full spread. All right. Yeah.
really
We'll start with
take
Tim
a
because he has the most since he's at the bottom. Tim has a 16, 15, 14, and a 7.
Okay.
Steven has a 7, 15, 11, and 13.
Okay.
Cassandra, 15, 14, 14, 13. Sally, 16, 7, 8. Rachel, 5, 15, 15. And Joey, 16, 15, 8.
Okay, I'll take the 13.
Cassandra's running the party in case
I
anybody-
know.
You took a 7 and an 8?
Yeah, because I wanted the bonuses.
Okay.
Rachel.
Wow.
I didn't willingly
Every time she
take
got one.
Dang.
So 12.
I don't want those
Rachel with a 12.
Who fighting with the
There weren't any more 13s left,
These
right?
stats are permanent.
Joey twice.
Me twice.
These stats are permanent.
Oh my gosh.
Bonuses are
Don't you dare take both of the
There's no growing
12s.
Two
in life.
12s,
Oh my
please.
gosh.
12 and 12.
I mean, now's when we just.
Rachel.
Back to me again?
Yep.
Why did you take two 12s?
We're snaking it.
Snake
So
draft. He drafts twice.
Oh,
one at the end.
Like
And he
fantasy
chose to be a
football.
butthead and pick 2 of them.
11.
I'm a dummy.
11.
There's still
Sally.
a, there's
There's
still
no
a 12 left.
Oh, 12. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
12.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
After
sorry.
the 12, Sally. Will you take that 11?
Yeah, I'll take
Okay.
the 11 that he just marked.
12, 11. Cassandra.
Are the 11s gone?
Yeah.
A 10.
A 10. Steven.
So if I take this 8, I can re-roll.
Yes.
I'm gonna
smart.
run that gamble.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Nice.
Good call.
So the 8 is gone, but you get to go ahead and roll the 46.
And it's just the top 3 or the bottom 3?
Top 3. Same way we were doing before.
And
Alright, that's a 14.
Nice.
Wow.
Can you give it to Sally?
Turn water to wine.
Wine.
All right, Tim.
is there anything special about the 9s?
Nope. All the bonuses are
Great,
gone.
2 10s, please.
And Tim's stats are
10.
set.
The most boring
Steven.
number.
I'll do a 9.
Okay.
That's why I asked if there's something special. There's something
Cassandra,
At least I like odd numbers. I have to.
I'll do a 9.
would you like to roll
Tim said
instead?
I had such high numbers. I can roll to try to get a higher one.
You can.
Oh.
With
This
9s?
never goes well for
Yeah.
me.
Which
What?
You picked
the odds
Cassandra.
are slightly in your favor
I will
if you
try.
Okay.
Odds are.
Go for it.
Read it.
For a
Dan's out
time.
here playing Squid Games on
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, this is exactly the same.
5, 9, 11. Yeah.
11,
There you go.
so a little
I
better.
scratched her 9 off, but she gets the 11. Sally?
Can I do the same thing? Is there another nine?
Is it 3 9s that are left?
There's 2 9s.
2
left.
9s and 2 10s, but I might have forgotten to mark something.
Yeah, I think mark it 10 off.
Can I do the 9 and reroll?
Yes, you may. Yes, you can.
Yes, I man.
Yes, you man.
Yes, me man.
I'm man.
Oh, that's
Uh-oh.
disappointing. Yeah, I mean it's higher.
10.
It's 10.
Oh, okay.
Just
It was the right decision.
Rachel.
There's
A
a
9 and a 10.
9 and a 10.
Aw.
I'm gonna take the 10.
Okay. You can still choose to roll if you want.
Really?
But do you have to take it
You
if it's
have
lower?
to take what you roll.
I also have a 5, so
Yeah?
maybe I should.
It's
But
now.
I'm going to.
You still need that
I mean, 10 is a throwaway anyway, right?
50,
Yeah.
50.
We need that 18 to pop up somewhere. So here it is.
This could be it.
There it is. 18. Bam. Done. Ouch.
9,
11.
11, that's still
better.
One extra than a 10.
Nice.
Nice.
And
Then we have enough.
Joey.
All right. What are mine?
You have a 16, 15, 8, 12, 12. Pretty great.
That's pretty dang good.
Pretty great.
I'm gonna take the 9.
All right.
Freaking Joey.
I'm okay if it's low. Ooh. 7.
I'm okay if it's low.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
The minstrel was
Made fun of
humbled.
Sally and now I'm the same.
Does
So,
Chris know your important stuff?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
all right. So if you have
Everyone's glad it went bad for you.
if you have the means to do it now, we can add and update the character sheets, or at least assign them, because when we start to play, we'll have to know what numbers you have. So take that time now. I can recap and give people your numbers. Does everybody need their numbers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I have mine, I'm fine.
Okay. Are you ready, Rachel? All right, Rachel, you got a 5, a 15, another 15, 2 12s, and an 11.
Thanks.
Actually, I'll do a full recap just so that we can have that as well. Joey, you've got your 16, 15, 8,
16, 15, 8,
2 12s,
12,
and
12.
7 you just rolled.
Disgusting.
Sally, are you ready?
Yeah.
16, 7, and 8, 13, 11, and 10. Cassandra, are you ready?
I have mine, but you
Okay.
are repeating,
Cassandra's
so-
are 15, 14, 14, 13, 10, and 11. Steven's got his, but he has a 7, 15, 11, 13, 14, and a 9. And Tim has his, which are 16, 15, 14, 7, 10, and 10. Sally got the D20 inspiration die out of that. Joey got the D12 inspiration die out of that. Rachel got custom magical item to be determined. Steven got 25 silver pieces. Tim got a feat. And I'm missing something. Oh, and Sally also got to move stats. So Sally, what you could do is your 7, you would be able to increase it by 1 and pull one of your other stats down 1, or increase it by 2 and then take 1 from any of your others. Take 2 from any of your other stats, but you can do 1 from one and 1 from another. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. Are you interested in doing that?
Yes. I think I'm gonna make it. Remind me again what the. Say it again.
So you can just specifically the 7, you can increase it 1 or 2, but to do that you have to pull 1 or 2 from any other number.
Okay. So I can increase the 7 to a 9.
Yes.
And then pull 1 from my 16 and 1 from my 13?
Exactly. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
So my new numbers are 15, 9, 8, 12, 11, 10.
Perfect. Great.
Remind me how I should feel about Constitution.
Specifically for being a barbarian, it's not only your max health, but also it will affect your armor class. The higher it is, the super tanky you become.
So Dex and Constitution will affect armor
Yes.
class? Okay.
Yeah. You also don't wear armor. It's literally your ability to just like get cut and not care.
Yeah.
What is the one? Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Rachel was about to talk.
Well, I was just gonna ask. Can we ask about what you think we should do or no?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I can give guidance.
Okay. So I was thinking Constitution and Intelligence as my top 2.
Yeah.
And then Wisdom, Dexterity as my next ones.
Yeah.
And then Strength and Charisma is all the way down here.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason that Dexterity? I'm trying to remember what is at, because for a monk, Dexterity is important and Wisdom are important.
It'll more, with the custom subclass that we made, Dexterity does get a little less important because of your intelligence and the way that will work out. However, it will still be the thing that affects your armor class. So
Okay.
If you're prioritizing Constitution over Dexterity, you're saying I'm more willing to get hit, but probably will survive it more. And spells that require concentration, right? So if it's a long-term spell and you get hit, the higher your Constitution is, the more likely you are to stay focused on that spell. So Constitution is good for a spellcaster for that too.
Okay. Considering that my hit points are very low, I'm gonna go with Constitution.
Cool.
I think.
Do I need to be thinking at all about down the line for my guy?
No, you got it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just wanna make sure.
Never think ahead.
Which one impacts armor class more?
Both equally.
Both equally.
For you specifically as a barbarian.
Okay, I put my top 3 on Strength, Dex, and Constitution.
Perfect.
And the next highest on Charisma.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because of my interests.
Because of your interests. All right.
I'm interested in strength.
Everybody settled?
Maybe.
I think so.
That's my
Yeah.
Etsy shop name.
Interested in
Interested in strength.
It's a CrossFit themed Etsy shop.
Cool.
I like that.
I don't go inside the gyms, but I stand outside and go,
Yeah.
I think so. I like my wisdom low. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
All right. So I will go ahead and introduce the campaign and the city, and then I will kick it off to our first person to introduce their character. I have an order already set, and I have a narrative that we're going to guide this through. And so when I introduce your character, I'm generally going to give like the place that you are in currently, which is as you think about your character. For the most part, for all of you, it's where you live in the city. For one of you, it does look very different, and so I'm going to throw you into something, but just roll with it. We're improvising. This is Dungeons and Dragons. So, Canvas is the name of this world given by its creator and passed down through generations. This world is young and has faced major setbacks in population growth and development of the greater world. So knowledge about all there is pretty sparse. It is rare to find somebody who knows all of the gods, or all of the continents, or all of the cities, all of these things. Nobody knows everything. There could be some gods, places, or things yet to be discovered. Alliances exist between some nations by proximity, built on trade, truce, and trust. And religion or territory has caused some minor skirmishes, but no major worldly wars outside of the 2 major ones, the Divine War and the Draconic Wars. This time period currently is known as the Third Peace for this young world. Enough time has passed, nearly 300 years since the war among the Divine on this land, and since life has continued smoothly. The gods seemed to have settled, the peoples have also settled, and now people keep their heads down and keep to what they need to be doing. This is especially true in Populous, a city marked by entrepreneurship, markets, hard work, and the flourishing of the town for the sake of Populous itself. May the gods bless Populous. The town has been even busier than usual preparing for today. 5 days before the summer solstice, Populous is celebrating the day the city was founded, with food, drink, games, fights, and dressing up. In particular, folks who are really into this festival dress as goblins, as kobolds, as beasts and monsters to let loose and remember the city's history. Early this morning, outside of the buzzing and goings of the city, an artificer is waking up and getting ready for his day inside of a remote cabin on the edge of the woods outside of town. Tim, would you describe your character and what your character's routine is this morning?
Yes, in third person or in active first person?
Whichever you're comfortable with.
What do I... It's Founders Day. Founders Day. Yes. What do I wear? As I'm throwing clothes all across my room. What do I wear? Got it. The perfect outfit, even though all the clothes I threw were all the same outfit. Put them on, head to the kitchen, brew a nice little pot of tea. Today's the day. Today is the day we celebrate all that I've done and my ancestors have done for this city. We remember how much we've done. Yep. That's today. That's today. Okay. I have this, and I'm packing my bag with all my tools, everything that I need for the day. Do I have time? Do I have time? Yep. 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 I have time. Okay. I'm gonna go over to my potions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna kind of look through, see what all I have.
Yeah. Mostly sparse. You need to go into town and do some, or throughout the woods and get some more ingredients and stuff. But you've been running some tests, and there's lots of failure around you from your goals that you have in mind, things that you're trying to accomplish. And so you've got a lot of burnt residue at the bottom of vials, and things that you've just been seeing if the ingredients will work to do some of the things you've been trying to get them to do.
Do I have time for this? What time is it?
Early. This is like day has just started. Some light is peeking through the trees.
Early morning. Yep. I'm gonna go out back. Do I have a garden? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything I can just dig up?
What would you be digging up?
I think I probably have some mushrooms back there.
Yeah.
Some spices, some herbs.
Yeah.
Maybe a beetroot or two.
Sure.
Have some carrots.
Yeah, keep
I'm
going.
gonna put a little stew on for later.
I got stew going.
When I get home,
Cool.
I'm gonna come back in.
3 beetroots, 4 carrots.
Come back in. Put my
I
whole
was still adding my
stew.
stuff.
Yeah.
And he
Put it over the
was
fire for
far
later.
into his list.
Go back into my room, make sure I have everything. My bag's packed, everything. Do am I missing anything in my room? My hat. Yes, you hit my hat. Backwards. And I'm gonna go to the mirror, materially check. Backwards again. And then I'm gonna head out for the day.
All right.
To the city.
You begin the walk on this bright and sunny morning. A thin mist layer on top of Lake Georgina, which you walk around, keeping your distance from. There haven't been many incidents, but you know that odd creatures make their home in the lake, and you're very certain to keep your distance. You don't want to take any chances. Eventually, you arrive to the bridge on the northern end of town that you've walked many times in your life, over the river, into the city, to the one gate that leads into Populous. You can see a line of people already there from their travels coming in to partake in the festival. You sidle up, get into line. You're in the back of the line.
Back of the line. Yep. Hello. Yep.
In front of you is a family with 3 kids.
Hello.
All of them wearing goblin masks, running around their parents' feet
Yep.
with makeshift toy spears and bows, growling and biting at each other. And you get their attention as you were just yep, and then one of them is and just sort of hissing at you and running around.
I'm gonna shapeshift into a real goblin real quick.
Oh gosh.
No!
So neat.
Just right in front of them.
But like, they know it's like a joke.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the parents don't notice this, but like one of the kids is looking at you and your face just shifts into this goblin face. What do you do when you look like a goblin?
Whoa!
And then the parents and the kid like all start to turn and look at you.
And I'm gonna shapeshift back.
Huh? What did you? And he's like trembling at their feet.
Yep.
The kids just continuously peer over their shoulders and legs and keep a steady eye on you. But after about 10 minutes in line, a tall shadow darkens where you stand. Cassandra, could you describe your character coming into line to enter the city?
Yeah. Perfect memory.
Can't hear you, sorry.
It was a joke. So yeah, you see, this is Tim sees this.
Yes.
Sees this.
Yes.
So you see a big, beefy lady about 6 feet tall, pretty tall, very stoic, like, oh, you don't watch Game of Thrones. Everybody else, picture like Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones.
And that's a fact.
It's a TV show. Like, looks pretty humanoid, just big. With thick, long brown hair, like very just like defined, like very stoic face. Dressed what she thinks is like professionally, despite being like this lady, but she's got like a brown pea coat on and is like wearing heels, even though she's 6 feet tall without them, and has like a suitcase.
Hello! Hello! Hello!
Hi there.
Hello!
Hi.
Hello!
Okay.
My name's Cicero. Hello!
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Gwen.
Hello! And then after she says that, I'm gonna, tell me, hello, Gwen!
Hi, Cicero.
Yep. I'm gonna shapeshift
Well-
into Gwen,
Oh my god.
but I'm staying my size.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mighty fine trick you have there. I don't know if
Hello.
I've seen that before. How'd
Yeah.
you do that?
Hey there! I'm Gwen! Yep. And then I'm gonna shapeshift back.
Telling Tim he can do this as often as he wants was a huge mistake.
Founders Day, yep. Founders Day, yep.
And you only repeat things when you're in that little altered state?
Nope, I'm very excited about Founders Day.
This happens every time I do it.
Let me shake my voice, hold on. Yep. Founders Day, you excited? Yep.
I am. It's my first Founders Day in the city here, but you know, it seems like a good time.
Yep. Do you need me to carry a briefcase for you? Yep.
Oh, that's all right. Thank you.
What's in there? I'm poking it. What's in there?
Well, I
have this in my bag. Do you want to see?
Yes.
I'm gonna open my bag.
Mushrooms, carrots, beetroot.
It's for a stew. What's in your bag?
I brew my own drinks, so I've got some brews to sell.
Can I try it?
Sure, you can try it.
Okay. Yep.
Get a little shot glass, not a whole bottle. A little sample.
Yeah. Yeah, you taste a beer. Cassandra, make you have a brewer's kit, so you have proficiency with your brewer's kit. And I'm gonna say you rely on. What do you make a brew? What are you thinking about when you're making it? Like, what are you trying to use to make sure you're doing a good job?
How warm is it here?
Right now, or like in the
city in general, like it's not
climate or current moment?
climate.
Climate,
It's in general.
it hits high 70s at max at this time, and it's right before summer starts. So
Okay. I think about like, I guess with summer approaching, like fruity and like comforting, and just a nice, refreshing summer shandy.
okay, yeah. So you can add your wisdom modifier and your proficiency to a d20 roll to see how successful you were for this current batch of brew. First roll of the campaign.
Wow.
Beer check. You make a beer check.
Beer check.
It's brought to you by Sycamore. Please sponsor us.
So wisdom,
Yeah.
which is +0, and what was the other thing?
Proficiency, which is 2.
So 13.
13, okay. It's pleasant.
fine.
Yeah, what you taste is good.
I'm gonna shapeshift into Gwen.
Yeah.
Well, this is some mighty fine beer that you got right here now. And I shapeshift back.
Mhm.
This is my shapeshift in one case.
Man. Yeah, it tastes good.
Would you like to buy a bottle, or are you content with the sample?
No. I'm content with the sample. Thank you.
Thanks for trying it. Glad you like it.
It's nice to meet you. Are you from here?
No.
Okay, first time?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, I've lived here for a couple months, but
Okay, where'd you move from?
from Iskrid.
Iskrid.
It's down south.
Iskrid home?
Do you know Iskrid?
Don't know Iskrid.
I'd say flat out no.
No, I'm from Populous. Well, just outside of Populous. Yep, just outside. Yep. I lived here my whole life. Yep.
Did I hear you were new here? The line is passed through. And as you've been berated by questions by this new friend of yours, you made it to the front at the gate. And one of the guards there who's checking people in and talking with them has started up a conversation.
Newer. My family works at the Lilarian estate.
Oh, wow. Well, welcome for one of your first times here. Amazing. Well, for you and your friend, welcome to the Founding Festival.
Just met.
Yeah, your friends. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Very
see.
sweet.
Well, here on the town are 2 tickets to the Bronze Bowl for where the festival is happening today.
Yeah, Bronze Bowl. Ooh, Bronze Bowl.
And since it's your first time here, I'll give you both a little special access ticket so you can enjoy your time even more so. Welcome to the Founding Festival.
Shape to the guard. Thank you for the ticket.
That's. Oh, you're that guy. You're that fellow that lives outside of town.
Yeah.
The guard?
Yeah.
You don't know? You didn't say anything yet.
Would I know his name?
No.
Yep. George. Yep.
What? I'm Gwen. What's your name?
His name's George. George. Yep.
Gwen, and this is your George?
Cicero. Yep. You're George.
George Cicero?
Yep. We're friends. Yep.
My name's Tank.
His name's Tank. Yep.
Hi, Nick.
It's nice to meet you both. Do enjoy the city, please, and come on in. Hey, welcome to the city. Is this your first time? And he's saying there's people behind you all just trying to push you all in. Next, as you all enter and see the festivities, I'll describe them later, but we're gonna hop now into the west side of town, where where are we? Okay, a shabby little hostel called the Cozy Cots exists. Dozens of patrons share an open room in this place. Townfolk know to generally avoid this place if possible, to keep their coins where they belong. But some people enjoy the company of the larger room, or cannot beat the price of a bed. And within wakes, Stephen, would you describe your character?
Yes. So, Pilgrim is a Kalishtar, young. I said in my original descriptor middle-aged. That's super not true. I'm like 29. 29 is how I look. Around 30 is how someone might describe me.
So young.
Pale, dark brown hair, strikingly purple eyes. So that's a note. But yeah, so I'm just now waking up. I would say that Pilgrim wakes up, sits up in bed, closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, slowly breathes out, and as he breathes out, he just says very quietly to himself, "Clear the fog," and then there's silence, and then he breathes in again slowly, and then he breathes out slowly, he just says, "Light the path," and he just sits on the edge of his bed and continues this a few times. Just the slow breathe in, breathe out with the clear the fog, a breathe in again, and then a slow light the path. And he doesn't seem to move from that spot. He just sits on the edge of his bed repeating that exercise over and over again.
While you're doing that, a couple of people get up from their cot that's rolled out near you, and you were sitting up, but it would have been very easy for them to walk around you and not bump into you, but somebody's knee knocks into your side as they're just getting up and not caring about what you're doing.
I just clear that, and I stop. I don't open my eyes. I just pause for a few seconds, frozen in that state, and then I kind of slowly shift back into where I was. The fog. And then I take a breath again. Light the path. And then I would say that I do that a few more times, and then maybe it's been a total of 2 minutes or something. And then I I get up and I stand up and I just kind of look around the room. And what do I see in this room?
Yeah. So it's 3/4 full, but there's maybe 30 or 40 bedrolls laid out and hammocks strung about in one of the most just like use this space to get as many people in as possible. And so you can assume the price of it because you haven't paid for your bed at this point. Somebody paid for it on your behalf, which you remember. But with that in mind, looking around, you see a lot of people loudly snoring in their space. People who look pretty dingy and grimy, but regulars, people you may know by name from interacting, or if you've been pretty silent and off on your own, then you've kept your distance. But overall, it's some people fighting to stay asleep as a couple people are starting to move around the room. 1 or 2 torches light it, so it's still pretty dim. And it's very quiet other than the shuffling of some people making their way out early.
Okay. I would say that I just kind of file in behind whoever's kind of leaving the space, and I make my way through the door and head out into the main street or whatever.
Yeah, heading out of the city, familiar voice comes over. You exit and see the rows of streets of other buildings on this poorer side of town, but you can still make out the market tents in the central road. But before you get your eyes too set on that, a lizard folk male that you have interacted with is waiting outside for you and says, "Hello, Pilgrim. Early morning for you. Happy Founding Festival."
Ricasho, happy Founding Festival to you as well.
Has this place been fine enough?
Fine enough is quite possibly the perfect way to describe the last night. Thank you very much, my friend.
Of course. I'm not surprised, but I hope maybe you've made some friends?
I have been around others.
I see. Well, Sagrius is at least giving you a good bed. You're okay. You've been able to sleep.
I certainly did slumber for a time. I had a lovely morning, woken rather than the quiet trickle of my home cave. I was woken by the snores of strangers. But well-meaning strangers, I am sure.
They all would say. Well, pleasant. Okay. I wanted to ask you this morning. Do you need anything? Is there anything that I could be doing for you or looking out for you here in the city?
Well, Ricasho, I must say, I appreciate your allowing me to join you on your return to Populous. I am grateful for your providing my cot at the Cozy Cots. However, I must say, this Founders Festival is somewhat foreign to me. I know very little of what this is or what I should expect. Might you point me in the right direction? Who should I be looking for? What should I be doing? What can you tell me about this festival?
The festival is something to experience, and I'm sure you will see many tales, stories, and history throughout the festival itself. Our conversations have been pretty brief in past, so I don't want to keep you here too long. I think this will help. And then he pulls out a golden ticket, which he hands over. If you take this to the Bronze Bowl, and he points south, beyond the castle where the festival is, I think you will learn a lot through this experience and get to be a part of the history that is Populous.
I take the ticket and I give him a little head bow, and then I and my new golden ticket slowly make my way towards the Bronze Bowl.
And as you were leaving, he nods to a couple people who had just left behind you. He's Bronto, Fingy, and nods, and you hear their names as he just trails by. And you start to head south towards the Bronze Bowl. Great. Zooming in now to another place on the West End. An elderly man, long white ponytail, sunken face, and deep wrinkles, is cracking his knobby knuckles before using the hooked end of a crane to retrieve a teapot from above a fire in his home. There is a fresh loaf of bread and warmed meat already made, and he is pouring 2 cups of tea, hands shaking just a little bit, and everyone is wondering, who is this other man? But his hands are steady enough to pour his tea. In the room as well, a female elven character enters the room, and Sally, you may describe your character in your greeting to Grenjen this morning.
So you see Loreleth enter, and she is covered in bones and has like a skull over her face, and is about 5'8", not tall, not short. Is about, kind of tall for a female. Sort of like average.
I'm so average.
I'm 5'2", so 5'8" is average. She walks in, she's got the skull over her head, she's covered in animal skins and bones. And she walks in, is there a chair there next to her?
Of course, yeah.
She takes off her hood. The bone mask is like attached to a hood. She puts back over. And she goes, "Good morning, Corey."
I'll get used to that hood, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I often forget. I've been on my own for so long that I forget what others think of me.
Yep, okay. Well, happy Founding Day to you. I made you tea and breakfast.
Well, thank you. What is this founding day of which you speak?
Oh, the city all together. They will gather and celebrate the day that the city became a city. This land used to be horrible, and the monsters, the beasts and goblins, they owned the land, and then now if you just go and see, you will see the city and all that we've been able to do here. We celebrate the life that has come to this place.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. Is there anything in particular that I should go and see? I'm very new to this idea of gatherings.
You gotta eat the cake.
What is cake?
There's cake.
What is cake?
Hold on. And then he reaches into a little sack next to him, and he pulls out 6 silver coins and he puts it down into your hands, and he says, "Please, bring me some cake." If you can try it, it's a whole cake. I won't eat it myself. But the best cake, they make it late this evening. There'll be so much cake. We should have one here at this place.
I'll bring him the cake.
Loreleth looks at the things in her hand,
Yes.
and she's confused. And then she looks at him and says, "What do I do with these? They turn into cake?"
In a manner of speaking, there will be a person, there will be when you saw me and I was getting the meats and the wheats and the things for the house, and you give these to the people and they give you the things, and one of those things can be cake. These are good. I worked for this.
So you hunted for these.
Yeah.
And then I hunt a cake, and I give the cake owner these.
Somebody else.
And I get cake instead.
Yes. If you find the cake, you just please bring the cake.
Is there a certain terrain or climate in which the cake decides to reside?
Imagine a long plane of wood that sits about 4 feet long, and then they put the cake on top of that. And then you buy it, and then they give it to you.
Okay. I hope a kind soul will be around to help me out.
I'm very tired now.
I'm so sorry. Thank you for letting me live in your home. I'm very, very appreciative. I know that it's been a long time since you've had someone else living in your home, much less someone who is not used to all of these things. A bed, indoors. Money? Is that what you call this?
Coin.
Coin? Coin?
But I enjoy you being here too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You better bring that mother some cake.
And you head out into the city.
Oh man.
You see lots of tents and tables and stuff set up. His house is pretty central to the main road. And so actually a lot of the marketplace where you met him and where you see a lot of this strange trading thing happen is pretty empty and bare, and you can see a lot of people walking all in generally the same direction, heading deeper into the city. But that's what the city looks like to you. It's actually kind of weird because you're used to this space being pretty busy too from the little bit of time you spent here. The place where you normally see a lot of people is empty, and the city is strange to you.
Do I see anything in particular when I walk out?
Like what? Like
I don't know. I've never been to one of these things before.
Right. So there's the market strip, and then people kind of heading southward. You can see rows and rows of just tons of buildings, and you've done some meandering around the city as well. Actually, one of the places you find most home-like in the city is a garden that is in the direction that everyone is heading, but you also know that the largest main building is off in that direction too, and so everyone's kind of heading southward.
Okay. I start walking with everyone else because I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, and for 10 minutes or so, you're just
Okay.
oddly looking around.
Do I see, are they wearing any type of special garb for this festival?
Some are, yeah. You can see some people wearing actually outfits that look like monsters and stuff you've killed. People are dressed up as different things, so it's weird to see the threatening nature. At first you tense up and start to sweat a bit because you see a goblin, but then it's you hear the voice of a child from the goblin, things like that, where it's well, wait, what is it? Okay, and so it's this stress responsive monster, and then you're oh, that's just a person pretending to be one. And that happens a couple of times, and then eventually you do hear, where'd it go? Ma'am, sorry to bother you.
Hello?
Oh, hi! And this woman about your height with long black hair with gray shocks to it, but a very young face, is running up towards you. Very plain clothes too, parchment, tannish, top and pant, robe-ish combination with a rope tied around the waist. I wanted to catch you before you got too far ahead. Do you have a ticket? You don't have a ticket, do you?
I don't know what it is you speak of. I have coin.
Forgive me. You're gonna think I'm crazy. Are you superstitious at all? Do you care about what does that look?
Care about what?
This is all very awkward. Can you I feel like I'm supposed to give this to you. And then she's holding a shimmery golden piece of paper.
What do I do with this?
I'm so sorry. This is me.
Do
this
I
is
eat
all
it?
on me. If you take this and you go to the Bronze Bowl, it's a ticket to get in, and this is supposed to be yours.
A bowl made of bronze?
Believe it or not, yes.
Do we eat soup out of it?
It holds people. It's a large building.
What? It holds people?
Thousands of people.
Or passes out.
How am I not the weirdest person in this conversation right now? will you take it?
Yeah. I'll take it to go to the human soup. The large bronze ball, is it in the direction that everyone else is going?
Absolutely, yeah. Behind the castle, there's a giant copperish brown building. Yep. What?
Is it him?
No, is this person him?
Yeah.
No.
You said yeah, so I was confused.
Yep, he was you. Yep.
That's a word we say.
Yep.
You own yeah.
Well, I thank you for this shiny parchment, and I will be on my way.
Wonderful, wonderful, very good.
Thank you. What was your name?
Savarin?
Savarin?
Yes.
How is it that you knew to find me?
I
don't know many people. In fact, I know one person. Exactly one. His name is Gregorian. Everyone else I know is
You mean Grenjan?
gone. Is that his name?
My dear friend, Grigon.
What was his name?
Grand.
This is, I didn't want to...
Him.
I don't think they're close.
I haven't been here long.
I saw you, and then I knew I was supposed to do this. It wasn't a planned thing. These things just happen. It's a compulsion.
Not a fan. But okay.
It is weird. I'll give you that.
As
But
long as you also acknowledge it's weird,
this whole thing has been very strange.
I will accept it.
It's par for the course.
However, if you were more excited about what was happening, I would be more suspicious and give it back to you. But since you also acknowledge it's strange, I'll just go.
I think you're supposed to do it.
Okay. Thanks. Bye. What is your
Savarin.
Savarin?
Yeah.
Are you related to?
Gregorian. Your dear friend Gunter. Gunter, your good close friend.
Your good friend, you are
Grungeon.
Yes.
We know now.
Savarin. Grungeon.
Actually, I don't have any family here.
Oh.
I'm an orphan.
What? Oh, me too. Would you like to join me? Do you have another ticket? Are there more other lines? Is there one? And then copper ball. Bravo. Whatever it's called.
That was my only ticket, but I know you're supposed to have it.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm just gonna go back to work.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope to see you again. Thank you for your kindness.
Enjoy.
Be on my way.
Interaction.
One
Did we all make charisma dump stab? That's what we did, right? We all said at the beginning of this, even me.
Oh gosh.
Very charismatic person. That's for sure.
And
This is the DM?
yes. Yes, and 2 more to go.
Yep.
The next one. Now we jump to the east end of town.
Who's rich?
East side.
Who's rich?
To the west.
Who's rich?
Who's rich here?
Who's rich? Is the east side always rich?
2 people.
That works.
Did you not read
Yeah.
about
Did you
world?
listen to any of the videos or the prep or the book I wrote you?
Wow, thanks a lot, Jackson.
So, sleeping on the east end of Populous is a tiefling who will soon describe himself, but first, a goblin walks around a 4-post bed with pinkish purple sheer sheets draped overhead in a rather messy but large room. This goblin walks around the bed, reaches his little goblin hand up, and starts pinching the toes of the tiefling. Up now, Master Burnus! Breakfast is nearly cold. You wanted me to remind you about your day, as always, so you have the festival to attend. Unless you forgot. Festival all morning. Here's your ticket, sir. And then you have band practice early in the evening, and then the basement of the Smash Pods. Sir, wake up. And then tonight is the Battle of the Bands. You may describe yourself and your reaction to this cold start to your morning.
Terrible beginning.
Goblin pinches.
Yeah, so I'm asleep for all of that, and I hear none of it. So I wake up and start.
Anything else you need?
Oh my god, Uncle. Will you please shut up, bro?
It would be my delight. Good morning. And he leaves the room.
Thank you. What time is it? Oh gosh. I gotta practice, don't I? Okay. So I wake up. I think my loot was probably already in my bed. I was sleeping with it. And I get up. I am a tiefling, like you said, dark brown skin, purple and black hair, and a super sick emo-esque scene haircut. And pretty short, very, very young, right out of high school looking dude. Yeah, get out of bed. I'm like, alright, what did he say? What did this stupid goblin say? I gotta go to the festival, that'll be fun. Oh gosh, Battle of the Bands. Oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna get ready for that. I gotta get out of this stupid house first. Alright, so I get dressed in like whatever clothes are on the floor and then leave.
Right. So you head out of your room and start to head down the spiral staircase that then leads to the entryway, receiving room of your house. You can hear the elegant plucking of a harp in a room off to your right. You know also that breakfast would be prepared to a room to your left, or also the doors to leave your house is right in front of you. So all options are up to you.
I do run in and like grab the waffles out of the toaster as they pop out.
Fantasy toaster.
I grab the bread out of the oven or the fireplace. Yeah. I'm trying my hardest.
The toaster strudels we got.
Yeah, and skip out the door on my four-wheeled wooden plank.
Okay, so ticket in hand, festival, and hopefully knowing practice is early in the evening and this is early in the morning. Where are you intending to go?
It's not that early in the morning, is it?
He woke you up pretty early.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the festival. I wanted to go have fun and of course go to the Bronze Bowl.
Okay, leading us to lastly.
Elderly man.
Oh my gosh.
On the west side of town, in a building with a sign hanging on it that just simply says Smash Pods, which might be familiar to some of you, there is an extra storage closet, a small space that is used for minor storage of some Feddo pods, which, if you've not heard of Feddo yet, is a fantasy coffee thing that at least covers the concept. We can talk about it more later. Feddo pods, filters, and other small ends, but otherwise a bare room. That is until a new resident made this spot their home. Rachel, would you describe your character?
Yeah, so my character is a young fire genasi. She's in this room, I guess, where she has been able to sort of rent for working at this coffee shop called or a Feddo shop called Smash Pods. And she has clearly been waiting for the festival. She's really nicely dressed. She's a fire genasi, so her skin is kind of a grayish color. Her hair is very, very, very bright red, and it's long and very neatly braided. And it almost looks like if she were filled with really strong emotion, maybe her hair would look almost fire-like. But right now she's pretty chill. She's drinking some Feddo that she made for herself. She's also, she's not sitting. She looks perfectly relaxed, but she is standing in her little space and somehow doing one-legged squats while she's drinking her Feddo. Yeah.
Great.
Sipping her tea.
Okay.
Which is very impressive because the space is very small.
Absolutely. And so looking at the entire space of the shop, it's pretty empty, which is not a surprise at all. You knew that this festival was coming. Your boss, Kel Den, prepared you for that as well. You have the day off. But as you step out, he's also sipping Feddo and reading a book. You quickly can glance over and see the book that he's reading is called Managing Humanoids. And as you leave the little closet, Julie! Bless your pockets, good to see you. How's the cubby? Here, have a cup. And you already have a cup, but he's like already just providing you another cup of this Feddo drink.
I quickly run up and grab it and say, Kel, thank you. I really wanted another cup. How did you know?
Oh, you always drink a lot. You love this stuff.
I do. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
How are you this morning?
Am I? Good. It's peaceful. It's good and quiet. Able to read my book here, and as you can tell, he's still kind of reading one of the pages when he says, "To reward you for the good work that you've been doing, I'd love to give you a gift, a thing. Here, I got." And he hands you a golden ticket. Surprise, surprise. I think you've been doing a great job. I'm really happy to have you here.
Oh.
So I'd love you to go and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I'm holding both
I
of the
will not
cups.
go to this
And he's holding it out awkwardly, like, please take this ticket
So
from
I'm
me.
holding both of the cups in my hand. I guess I do like a tree pose kind of thing and like rest the other cup.
I mean, there were
on my
tables
knee.
all
Okay.
around this place.
No, I still do it. And then I take it and I say, Kel, thank you.
Wow.
How did you know?
Thank you.
Actually, this book told me that you might appreciate an act of
Wow.
service in this way.
Kel, that's so proactive of you.
Yeah, thank you. I've been kind of anxious about supervising people, but I think I'm doing a good job now.
So
Yeah, great.
Wow. What else have you learned?
I have learned that much like, you know how when we eat like meat, we put it in between pieces of bread?
Go on.
So when telling people that they're not doing a good job, sometimes you need to put that in between pieces of bread.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Like kind of like cake, but not. Right.
Have you heard of the cake?
Well, I'm a little hazy on the details, but
They put it on like a long piece of wood.
okay. So not at all like the sandwich.
No.
Okay.
No. But they only make it today, and they serve it in the evening. It's very good. I would highly recommend you get a piece.
Do you think it goes well with Fedo?
Everything is good. So yes, absolutely. If you,
Great.
yes,
Can I get you some?
please.
I'm about to head out now.
Great. Yes. Go enjoy the day. I want to hold it down here just in case anybody wants to come by and get some stuff. But you should go and enjoy the day.
And she just, it's the tea or the Fedo is like clearly like scalding hot.
Yes.
It's like boiling. And she like shotguns both of them.
Jeez.
And then quickly like very gracefully like spins the cups onto the table.
Yeah.
And then they like slide down into like the perfect position where they're supposed to be dirty dishes. And then she kind of like twirls and says, "Have a great day, Kel." And runs outside.
And he's just speechless watching the whole thing, and then you leave the room. There's where we'll take our first break. We've introduced all of the characters, and then we will jump into where you all meet together as you enter the Bronze Bowl.
Human soup.
Human soup. That's a human soup.
Human soup.
All right.